Greetings, my name is Jade Hoya.
My name is Mireya Vargas.
And my name is Nia Tuscum.
And today we are going to be talking about topics in the book The Jola Club by Amy Tan. And today with us we have two guest speakers, Rosa Alvarado and Sylvia Dominguez.
Hi.
Hello.
And one topic we are going to talk about today is Secrets of the Past, Heal the Souls of Today. To give you more background about it, in the book, the mother tells her daughter, "Your father is not my first husband, and you are not those babies." Rosa, if your mom told you out of nowhere that you were not her first child, and your father was not her first husband, how would you feel about it?
Devastated.
Why?
However, I'd want a lot more information, and I probably would not know how to take it or make it come back out.
So you would feel shocked, in a way.
Definitely shocked.
Yes, that would be very shocking news to find out. You have to be patient and understanding and ask a lot of questions.
Okay, thank you.
And honestly, if you really think about it, it goes both ways as far as the mother having the courage to tell the daughter that, you know, that she's not the only daughter that son or daughter that she might have had a miscarriage with, and that her father is not her first husband. To have to lead a double life, a double past life, is very hard, because to know that you're not like the first and not know until later in your life, it's just different. It's a different.
difficult.
It's a harder understanding for the person that you're telling.
I agree.
That is true.
I definitely agree, because I would feel blindsided by what she didn't tell me, because if we're a mother and daughter, we're supposed to have a bond that you feel comfortable enough to tell me those things. As it doesn't matter, you should be able to tell me and feel comfortable with me being your mother. So I definitely agree.
However, culture in this time didn't allow those types of conversations to be spoken about freely. The child was to obey, and the parents were in command. It was a very difficult time in tradition, in their tradition, and in culture in general.
Yeah.
Because children weren't outspoken as much as they are right now.
They weren't
Definitely.
outspoken at all.
Just like the whole dynamic of society has changed, like the way, because we have a whole new world of social media and
Millennials.
different- Yeah, there's
Exactly.
there's different. Freedom of speech is a greater span now.
And it's going to take a lot of courage for both sides to go forward and stay close
Yeah.
and be the family that they're all meant to be now. Something new has happened to them.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hopefully exciting, and they can all find goodness in it.
Yep, I definitely agree. So now we're gonna speak about how the relationship between mothers and daughters connects between the book and our guest speakers today and ourselves. In page 49, it says, "I once sacrificed my life to keep my parents' promise. This means nothing to you, because to you promise means nothing. A daughter can promise to come to dinner, but if she has a headache, if she has a traffic jam, if she wants to watch a favorite movie on TV, she no longer has a promise. I watched this same movie when you did not come. The American soldier promises to come back and marry the girl. She is crying with a genuine feeling, and he says, 'Promise, promise, honey sweetheart, my promise is as good as gold.' And then he pushes her onto the bed, but he doesn't come back. His gold is like yours. It is only 14 carats. To Chinese people, 14 carats isn't real gold. Feel my bracelets. They must be 24 carats, pure inside and out. It's too late to change you, but I'm telling you this because I worry about your baby. I worry that someday she will say, 'Thank you, grandmother, for the gold bracelet. I'll never forget you.' But later she will forget her promise, and she will forget she had a grandmother." So I believe that this scene on page 49 from the Joy Club relates to relationships between mothers and daughters, because we're told that materialistic things can hold value to different people. And here what they're saying is that what the person's trying to say here is that we have a grandmother who is given, or who gives a materialistic thing like a bracelet to her granddaughter. And I guess the question that I'm trying to ask is, if your grandmother or your mother gives their daughter or granddaughter something of significance, does it hold as much value as that of the actual relationship?
I am going to think about that for 1 second as we are all discussing this. I feel like there is a sentimental value, and depending on how long this heirloom has been in the family, you must respect it. However, depending on what it is, I wouldn't want to risk devaluing it. So if it meant that I was in a type of a job or in a place where it would be hurt or not safe, then I wouldn't want to put that value on a relationship. And if that person couldn't understand that, then they'd have to move on, because then I would be breaking what they call their tradition and culture. But if I wasn't in the environment, it was even something ugly, I would wear it. 100%, I would wear it, and I wouldn't care what anybody thought about anything. I would do it because that's what our family and our family tradition is carried, and that heirloom means a lot, and it was given to me with that expectation.
To wear it and we're to like keep it.
Yeah, definitely. As long as it wasn't something that was putting me in danger. Like, I'm not gonna wear something that's 24 karat gold or a million karat gold and then go out to Compton or put myself in harm's way by the airport at like midnight wearing this because my family thinks I should wear it all the time no matter what. We're not in that type of world where we're protected that way. There's not cowboys and Indians. And the reality is somebody can take that from you. And somebody takes that from you, then what do you, you're not going to have that family heirloom anymore.
Right.
That's how I feel about that.
How do you feel
Interesting.
about it?
It's a very loving thing to have an heirloom in your family, and it should be respected.
Do you have heirlooms in your family, Sylvia?
Not that I can think of, no.
Well, we do now because Grandma passed, her mom passed, so any treasures we get from her can be the start of us passing them down and begin that tradition through my grandma now that she's passed.
And that'll be a nice, stronger bonding with each other, too, so that's sweet.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Okay, so the next topic that I would like to talk about is the price of self-sacrifice. So one example that I found in the Joy Luck Club was on page 52. And the quote stated, "This is when my mother would say with such an ugly face, the Hans won't want you and our family to be disgraced. And I would cry more to make my face uglier. It's no use. My mother would say, we have made a contract. It cannot be broken. And I would cry even harder. I didn't see my future husband until I was 8 or 9. So, this is an example of arranged marriages in the Chinese culture. And just to give a little bit of background on arranged marriages, it's when the bride and the groom are selected by the parents or any family member, and something of value is given in order for the marriage to occur. So, pause it. So what I interpreted from the quote that I just read was that her mother sacrifices her daughter, Su Yang-Wu, to the arranged marriage instead of taking her to the village when they moved. So my question is to the guest speakers, Rosa and Sylvia. How would you guys feel if your family left you to marry the family in that village? How would it make you feel?
I'm sure that I would not want to, but at that point I would already know I don't have a choice, because I already know from culture that that's the way it is. But no, I would probably feel resentment and not understand and not want to be around. Not be happy that I have to get married, not be happy that this is happening to me, not be happy, this is not fair. I totally would know that I would do that even at my age now, and I'm a parent of 3. I would not be a happy camper.
Yeah, I'm sure any woman that is put in that situation, and it's not ever by choice. It's got to be something, and if those are the family practices, it's just something you're obligated to do, and you just won't like it. It's just going to be a real struggle in your life, but hopefully you'll be able to adjust to it.
All right, guys, this concludes our podcast on April 8th, 2019.
We would like to thank our very special guests, Rosa and Sylvia.
Yay, thank you,
you.
girls.
We out.